Word pronunciation, we'll have some idea about how to pronounce words, word syllabification or how to syllabify a word, definite and indefinite articles, and sun and moon letters. So everything that concerns pronunciation will be presented inshallah today. Before we start, let's have a review for the most important things that we covered in lesson number 1. We said that Arabic has 28 letters, 25 of them are consonants and 3 long vowels. In addition to the Arabic alphabet, we have something called harakat, and we said that harakat are marks which are put over or under a letter in order to change its pronunciation and meaning. We said that the most important harakat are the short vowels, and they are 3, and we had 2 more harakats. The long vowels that we covered are a, u, e. The letters are alif, waw, ya, but the sounds are a, u, e. The harakat that we covered, fatha, a, dhamma, u, kasra, e. And we said that shadda is stress or double letter, and the sukun is a silent letter, which means a letter without a haraka. As for today, we're going to have a new haraka, and the haraka that we are going to learn is tanween. Tanween is simply a doubled short vowel. So we have 3 types of tanween. They are tanween al-fath, tanween al-dam, and tanween al-kasr. So a double fatha is tanween al-fath, a double dhamma is tanween al-dam, and a double kasra is tanween al-kasr. Tanween is simply made up by a combination of the haraka and the letter noon. So tanween al-fath is a double fatha and pronounced as n. Tanween al-dam is a double dhamma and pronounced as un. And tanween al-kasr is a double kasra and pronounced as in. Now let's see what is the difference between a haraka and a tanween. Fatha is a, tanween al-fath is an. Dhamma is u, tanween al-dam is un, and kasra is e, tanween al-kasr is in. Before we have examples of them, let's see where to find them in a keyboard. Tanween al-fath is with W, tanween al-dam is with R, and tanween al-kasr is with S. Now let's have some examples. This verse contains several words with tanween. Let's read some of them. The first word is ayyaman. Notice the tanween at the end of the word. It is tanween al-fath. The original word is ayyam, which means days, and with the tanween al-fath it becomes ayyaman. Ayyaman. The second word is ayyamin. Notice the tanween al-kasr at the end of this word. It is the same word that we have just read with tanween al-fath. It is ayyam, which means days, and with the tanween al-kasr it became somehow different. So the first one is ayyaman, the second one is ayyamin. Ayyamin. Let's have another example. This word is pronounced as khayran. Originally it is khayr, and with tanween al-fath it is pronounced as khayran. Khayran. The next word is khayrun. Now the same word, which is khayr, but it is ended now by tanween al-dam. Notice the difference between the first word khayran with tanween al-fath and the second one khayrun with tanween al-dam. Khayran, khayrun, khayran, khayrun. Concerning the Arabic pronunciation, I believe that it is much easier than the English pronunciation because there are no 2 letters which gather to form a third sound, and there are no unpronounced sounds in Arabic. So once you master the pronunciation of the Arabic letters, the vowels and consonants, you will master the Arabic pronunciation. Syllabification in Arabic. Learning the syllabification is significant for mastering the Arabic pronunciation. Now let's see how to syllabify a word in Arabic. In Arabic, syllables are of 3 types. The first type is CV, which means a consonant followed by a vowel. Examples of it are syllables like de, the letter dal with a fatha, de, and da, the letter dal and the long vowel alif, a, so de and da. The second type of a syllable is CVC. And here the consonant is followed by a vowel and a silenced consonant, which means this consonant has a sukun, no haraka, like dar, dur, din. I wish that you remember these words. Dar means house, dur means houses, and din means religion.
The third type of a syllable is CVCC. Here the consonant is followed by a vowel and two silenced consonants. Examples of it are dars. This word consists of three consonants, dal, ra, sin, and only the first consonant is moved, which means it has a haraka, here fatha, so it is pronounced as only one syllable, dars. Dars means a lesson. A second example is badr, and here also we have ba, dal, ra, three consonants. Only the first one is moved with a haraka, with a fatha, and it is a word of one syllable, badr. Badr means moon. So let's make it short and simple by putting it in one phrase. A syllable starts with a moved consonant and ends at the very next moved consonant. Let's have examples of it to make it clearer. The first word is man. Man is a preposition, means from, and it has only two letters, mim and noon. The mim is moved with a fatha, and the noon is silenced with a sukun. So this is a word with only one syllable, which is man. Man. The second word is manzil. This word is a noun and it means house. The first letter is a moved consonant, which is mim, pronounced as ne. The second letter is noon, it is silenced with a sukun. The third letter is zai, and there is a kasra under it, which means it is a moved consonant. So here we stop. We don't take zai with the first syllable. So the first syllable is only men, men. The second syllable starts with zai, which is a moved consonant with kasra, and continues with the lam. It is silenced with a sukun. So the second syllable is zil, zil. So the word is pronounced as manzil, manzil, manzil. Let's have a third word which is longer. This word is manzilain, which means two houses. Now the first letter is a moved consonant, ma. The second letter is a silenced consonant, nun. The third letter is a moved consonant, so we don't take with the first syllable. Man is the first syllable. The second syllable starts with zai, which is a moved consonant with kasra, z, and let's see whether it moves to the second letter or not. The second letter or the next letter is lam with a fatha, so here is a moved consonant, which means it is not included in the second syllable because it's going to start a third one. The second syllable is only z, the letter zai with a kasra, man, z, man, z. Now let's see what else in this word. The third syllable starts with the moved consonant, lam, which has fatha over it, le, le. Then it moves to the next letter, which is ya with a sukun, lay. And the last letter is noon, which is also sakin. So the rest three letters will form the third syllable, which is lane, lane. So this is a word of three syllables and pronounced as manzilain, manzilain, manzilain. Now let's try syllabifying some names, and I'm going to start with my name. Zainab has the first consonant moved with a fatha. The second letter ya is silenced, so it is zay. The third letter is noon, which is a moved consonant with fatha, and the last one is ba, which is silenced with sukun. So this name consists of only two syllables, zay, nab, zay, nab. Let's have another name. This name is Muhammad, which is the name of our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his progeny. Apparently, this name consists of only four letters, which are consonants, mim, ha, mim, dal. But please pay attention for the shadda, which is found on the third letter. So we have a double letter here, which makes this noun consisting of five consonants. The first syllable starts with the first consonant, which is moved, mu. The second syllable starts with the next consonant, which is ha with a fatha, and moves to the mim, the first mim, which is silenced. Please notice that whenever you have a shadda, there is a silenced letter and a moved letter. The first is always silenced with a sukun, and the second is moved. You always find the haraka over the shadda, so you know whether it is moved with fatha, dhamma, or kasra. So the second syllable consists only of ha, fatha, and the silenced meme because the next meme will be moved. Han. The third one starts with the moved meme with the fatha and end with the dal which has sukun. So this name is pronounced as Muhammad. Muhammad. Now your turn. Please try to syllabify these names. If you can, please try your name also in Arabic and syllabify it in the comments. Now let's move to the definite article al. An indefinite word in Arabic is called nakira. For making a word definite in English we use the. In Arabic we use al at the beginning of the word. This article consists of two letters which are alif and lam. Let's have some examples. This is the word qamar. Qamar means moon in English. Qamar has three sounds which are q, m, and silenced r. When we add alif and lam at the beginning of qamar, it becomes al-qamar. Qamar is nakira, indefinite, and al-qamar is mu'arrafa, definite. Another example is shams. Shams means sun. Shams is nakira, and when we add alif and lam at the beginning of shams, it becomes ash-shams. Ash-shams. Please notice that the pronunciation of the lam in the article has changed. In the first word it is al-qamar, so we only added al to qamar and it became al-qamar. Al-qamar. But when it is attached to some other words, the lam will be assimilated and the next letter, which is the first letter of the word, will be doubled with a shadda. Examples of it is ash-shams. Ash-shams. We don't pronounce it as al-shams. Why? Because it is a little bit difficult to pronounce, so there are some letters among which is the letter sheen. When alif tarif is added to them, they assimilate the lam and they will be doubled. These are called the sun letters. Those which are not affected by the addition of the definite L are called the moon letters, and hence there are two categories of letters. The first category is called al-huruf al-qamariyya, the moon letters. When a word starts with one of these letters is attached with alif tarif, there will be no change in its pronunciation. It will has only an addition, just like qamar, al-qamar. But when we have a word that is one of the category of al-huruf al-shamsiyya, the sun letters, then the lam will be assimilated and the letter will be doubled. Let's have some more examples. Let's start with al-huruf al-qamariyya, the moon letters. These are the words that I gave in lesson number 1. Let's see if you have pronounced them correctly. The first word is burtuqal. Burtuqal. When we add L, it becomes al-burtuqal. Al-burtuqal. So here the lam is pronounced, the ba is unchanged, so the ba is one of the moon letters. The second word is feel. Feel. When we add L, it becomes al-feel. Al-feel. Halib. Al-halib. Al-halib. Now let's have examples of the sun letters. Tuffah. Tuffah. When we add al-tarif, it becomes at-tuffah. At-tuffah. We don't say al-tuffah, al, no. We say at-tuffah. We assimilate the lam and double the ta. The next word is namla. Namla. An-namla. An-namla. We don't say al-namla, no. An-namla. The last word is sayyara. Sayyara. And when we add the L, it becomes as-sayyara. We don't say al-sayyara, we say as-sayyara. Examples from Quran. The first word is al-qurba. Originally it is qurba, which means relatives, and it starts with qaf, which is a moon letter, so it is pronounced as al-qurba. No change here. Al-miskin, also a moon letter, mim. As-sabil. As-sabil. Sabil starts with sin, which is a sun letter, and it becomes as-sabil when it is added to L. Ash-shaytan. Shaytan starts with sheen, which is a sun letter, and when we add L, it becomes ash-shaytan. Now your turn. Please try to transcribe these words. If you can do this, find words with alif in the following verse and show the sun and moon letters. This is the end of our lesson for today. Thank you very much for watching. For the next